Sam Johannes, I'm the program officer for the Day-to-Day strategy for the International Development Association. Thank you so much for joining us. In a short moment, we'll hear remarks from the individuals assembled, followed by your questions. We have with us Ivan Kovac, the Executive Director for the European Democracy Youth Network, Yuval Hamati, former President of the European Democracy Youth Network, the U.S. Ambassador to Slovakia, Richard Brink, and the City Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Ingrid Rosen. Please.
Thank you, Sam. Dear members of the press, thank you for staying and for being with us. Today we celebrated a very fortunate occasion. We celebrated the transformation of a project into an organization. An organization that found its headquarters in Slovakia, in Bratislava. The European Democracy Youth Network, EDYN, was founded in 2018 as a unique cooperation between the International Republican Institute and the National Democratic Institute, with support of the U.S. Agency for International Development. We as EDYN, we support pro-democracy leaders, of politicians and civic activists across the political, ideological, ethnical and other spectrums. They are age 18 to 32 across 23 countries that share the experience with totalitarianism, who share the memory, and we want to support those young people who refrain from the policies of hate, policies of divisiveness, because we truly believe that these people can become essential and instrumental in the futures of their countries. My good friend reminded me of a research that was trying to figure out what distinguishes the successful leaders from the unsuccessful, and many were searching for the holy grail, for the secret formula, but actually what they were able to find out, there are only like two significant, statistically significant traits. First, all of the successful ones reported they got lucky in one point in history, so there is not much we can do about that. And the second thing is that significant fraction from them, significant part from them, of the reports, they got help in a moment that was decided for their careers, for their future. And this is where we believe EDYN fits in. We really believe that young people who engage in public life deserve help if they want to defend the freedoms that the generation of their parents struggled for. We are searching for those who commit to four things. They commit to defend the fundamental human rights, freedoms. We search for those who are ready to cooperate across the political spectrum to find solutions to the real problems their societies are facing. And we seek those who seek to develop as human beings, who want to grow in terms of knowledge, skills, and character to become the agents of change and who are searching for qualities they can apply for the betterment of their societies. We also search for them, and this is the fourth commitment, and I think one of the most crucial one. We search for those who refrain from the policies of hate, who refuse to use hate as the working item, working method. What they get for these four commitments. So we are trying to formulate our help around three basic items. We give world-class education because we really believe that you can fight hate with education. We really believe that we also should help them in their activities, so provide resources for their activities they are able to organize together, despite their differences, despite their different political affiliations, despite their different ethnicities and experiences. And we because we believe that there's enough problems that actually unite us, enough problems, be it the environmental change, be it the lack of opportunities for young people, or simply the injustice and inequality in our societies, where we all see an opportunity to come together and to do something constructive instead of hating each other. And the third thing that we provide as a network are connections to stakeholders, to mentors, to the peers in Europe, in the US and beyond, because in the end of the day what matters the most are friends. What EDYN does, many would characterize it as something unnatural, because by incentivizing cooperation throughout the political spectrum and drawing attention to problems that the society is facing, we really believe that we can soften the edges and counter polarization in public life. We are cautiously going against what became standard in politics, in political marketing, in communication and media consumption even. So we are trying to counter confirmation bias. We are trying to counter what the political marketers call securing the code. And let me conclude by saying that we are really lucky in our friends that we encountered so far, but today I have a feeling that we were able to find other friends who will help us down the road, because EDYN is an idea that the future generation can do better, but they will need friends, and the idea is only as strong as people who believe in this idea. And it was a great experience. We celebrated the opening of EDYN in Bratislava. We saw many friends and many partners that we hope to be able to work together in the future. Thank you for your time. Thank you for attending this press conference.
Good afternoon. We had mentioned earlier the importance of being lucky, and I have definitely been very lucky to have that European University Youth Network. And when I think back of how EDYN was founded, I'm very proud of where we are today. In December 2018, with 10 other people coming from 10 different countries, we founded the network, and today we have over 200 people coming from 22 different countries. And of course, I am aware that there are many other European youth organizations out there, but we are different, and the reason why we're different is because our members are people who come from center-right political parties, or center-left, or from NGOs, business, LGBT community. So we are very diverse. And because of the network, our members have had to not only talk to each other, but also to work with each other. So they have overcome their ideological differences, and of course they have not allowed their regional conflicts to set them apart. We have done so much in these past 3 years almost, and of course there was a pandemic going on and we didn't have an office, and that's why I'm very happy and very proud of where we are today, celebrating the opening of our headquarters here in Bratislava. The headquarters are full, of course, the result of the hard work of our members all over Europe, but USAID, IRI, and NDI are as much part of this effort and success as our members are, because this wouldn't have been possible without the continued support of them. So thank you very much, and I am looking forward to taking our network to a new and higher level.
Hi, everybody. I wanted to say thank you so much for the honor of including me in this. I know you can tell a little anecdote because I have my friends and colleagues here from USAID, our partner agency and organization, the U.S. government. But about a year ago, I think it was, Brock Bierman headquarters in Slovakia. And I said, I love the idea, yes, let's do it. So I'm so happy that a year later, we are now here. We're also here with my colleague and friend Marco Ellis, who happens to be acting assistant administrator for USAID. And I think it's a great thing for the United States, but really importantly, it's a great thing for Slovakia and for all of the countries and young people in the region. I think for those of us who, Madeline already had some good remarks, including her Robert Frost quote about my teachers are getting younger. Well, that's happening to all of us. And I think I'm really excited to have and to see Michal Kovac and all of the great 220-some young people, many of whom I have met over the last 2 days, who are political leaders and civic leaders, who are committed to the values that Michal laid out, freedom, democracy, human rights, and a way of acting that I think for me, as somebody who spent 25 years of my life trying to promote these values and promoting them, I should say, through different administrations and different parties, are very close to my heart as well. And to try to reach out and talk to people who don't agree with you and figure out if there are commonalities and figure out where the areas of agreement. But I think these basic principles that are bringing these young people together are absolutely the right ones. They're the ones that our government strongly supports. I can say that President Biden is committed to renewing democracy at home and abroad. And although this is going to be up to a lot more than just the United States, and we have our work to do at home, I hope we're contributing a little bit in support of this overseas and in this environment and with the future, who are the youth. So thanks so much to everybody who's dedicated to this. I can't wait to continue cheering you on, and I want to encourage and see your total success. So thank you very much for including me. And I just should say a shout out to IRI, NDI, also, of course, my friend and colleague, Ingrid Rushwell, who's going to speak next from the MFEA and from the entire Slovak government. I'm quite excited it's based in Slovakia because I think Slovakia is a special place, and it's a great place to get this started. So thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, big congratulations to the EDYN office. We are very excited that it will be based here in Bratislava, and I would like to very much thank to the US government, to the USAID, to you, Bridget, to the ambassador of the United States in Slovakia, for your engagement and for your big commitment to make it work that the office will be based in Slovakia. So, 2 remarks from my side. First remark is that we really very much appreciate this step. I think it's a confirmation of our same values and respect for the same values like human rights, respect for freedom of speech, rule of law, democracy. So it's this is my first remark. The second remark is that this is not the first project financed by the USAID in Slovakia. We have had 3 years memorandum of understanding, so the USAID is our partner, and I'm very excited that together with the USAID and with the hub here in Slovakia, we can outreach with activities to countries of Western Balkans and Eastern Partnership region, and that is very important. So we are ready together with the USAID to share our experience, to share our knowledge, and I hope very much that together we will give contribution and we can build a better future, and we can guide the young generation towards the respect of human rights, rule of law, and democratic principles. Thank you very much.
Thank you.